You're sitting there right now, and I can feel the weight on your shoulders. Not the kind you can see in the mirror, but the kind that makes your chest feel tight when you wake up at 3 in the morning. The kind that makes simple decisions feel impossible because your mind is already carrying 1,000 other things. Maybe it's the conversation you had 5 years ago that you keep replaying. Maybe it's the version of yourself you think you should have become by now. Maybe it's the fear that everyone else has it figured out while you're still pretending you know what you're doing. Whatever it is, you've been carrying it so long it feels like part of you now. But what if I told you that the very thing you think is protecting you is actually destroying you from the inside out? See, we're not just talking about stress here. We're talking about the invisible backpack you put on every morning, filled with things that were never yours to carry in the first place. And right now, that backpack is so heavy you can barely stand up straight, but you keep adding more because you think that's what strength looks like. Let me paint you a picture of what you've been hauling around. There's that relationship that ended badly, and you're still carrying the guilt like it's your job to fix what broke. There's your mother's disappointment from when you were 12, sitting there like a stone you can't put down. There's the career path you didn't take, the words you didn't say, the person you think you let down. Then there's the fresh stuff, the expectations everyone has of you now. Your boss wants more. Your family needs you to be the strong one. Your friends expect you to have your life together. Social media tells you everyone else is winning while you're barely surviving. So you smile, you perform, you keep carrying it all because letting go feels like giving up. But here's what's really happening. You're walking through life with your arms so full of yesterday's problems and tomorrow's worries that you can't actually grab onto anything good that's right in front of you. You're like someone trying to open a door while carrying 50 boxes. The door is right there, but your hands aren't free to turn the handle. Your body knows this. That's why you're exhausted before you even get out of bed. That's why your creativity feels blocked, why every decision feels overwhelming, why you can't shake that feeling that something's wrong even when everything should be right. You're running on a battery that's been at 5% for months, but you keep pushing because you think rest is lazy and letting go is weakness. The sleepless nights aren't just about stress. They're about a mind that can't shut down because it's processing years of accumulated weight. The anxiety isn't just worry about the future. It's your nervous system screaming that it can't handle one more thing, but you keep loading it up anyway. You've become so good at carrying other people's emotions, old mistakes, future fears, and impossible standards that you've forgotten what it feels like to move through the world without all that extra weight. You've forgotten that you were never meant to be a storage unit for everything that's ever gone wrong or might go wrong. And the strangest part? You think this is normal. You think everyone walks around with this much weight because that's what being an adult means. But watch a child for 5 minutes. They fall down, they cry, they get back up, and they're laughing again. They don't carry yesterday's scraped knee into today's playground. They don't worry about whether they'll fall tomorrow. They just exist in the moment they're in. Somewhere along the way, you learned that holding on to pain meant you cared, that carrying guilt meant you were responsible, that worrying about everyone else meant you were a good person. But caring doesn't require suffering. Responsibility doesn't mean drowning. Being good doesn't mean being empty. Right now, your energy is scattered across 100 different timelines. Part of you is still in that argument from last week, trying to win it. Part of you is in next month, panicking about things that haven't happened yet. Part of you is stuck in that embarrassing moment from high school, replaying it like it matters to anyone but you. You're everywhere except where you actually are. This is why nothing feels satisfying anymore. This is why success feels hollow when you finally get it. This is why even your wins don't feel like wins. You can't fully experience joy when half your mind is busy managing old pain and future fears. It's like trying to taste a meal while your mouth is full of yesterday's bitter medicine. Your relationships suffer too. You can't fully show up for the people you love because you're carrying everyone you've ever lost. You can't be present with your partner because you're still defending yourself against arguments from your past. You can't enjoy your children because you're too busy worrying about all the ways you might mess them up like you think you were messed up. But here's what I need you to understand. None of this weight belongs to you anymore. That shame from the mistake you made 3 years ago, it served its purpose. You learned from it. You can put it down now. That worry about what might happen if everything goes wrong, it's not protecting you from anything. It's just stealing your peace. You can put it down now. The expectations others have placed on you, they're not yours to carry. Their disappointment, their needs, their vision of who you should be. None of that belongs in your backpack. You can acknowledge their feelings without making them your responsibility. You can put it down now. Even the good stuff you're holding onto too tightly. That identity you built around being the helper, the fixer, the one who never needs help. That perfectionism that you think keeps you safe. That control you think you have over outcomes. All of it can be released. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about your own life to actually live it. It means you trust that the world will keep spinning even if you're not holding it up with your bare hands. It means you believe you deserve to feel light again. The freedom you're searching for isn't in the next achievement, or the next relationship, or the next place you move to. It's in your willingness to stop being a museum for everything that ever hurt you. So right now, in this moment, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel your shoulders drop just a little. Notice how even that small release creates space you forgot you had. This is what letting go feels like. Not dramatic, not earth-shattering. Just space, just relief, just the simple act of setting something down. You don't have to carry it all anymore. You never did. The weight you've been holding wasn't making you stronger. It was making you smaller. It was stealing your energy, your joy, your ability to fully experience the life that's happening right now while you've been busy managing all the lives you think you should be living. Your hands are meant to be free. Free to create, to hold the people you love, to reach for new possibilities, to applaud your own victories. But they can't do any of that while they're clutching onto yesterday's pain and tomorrow's fears. The moment you put it down is the moment you remember who you actually are underneath all that weight. Not the person who carries everyone else's expectations. Not the museum of old mistakes. Just you. Light, capable, deserving of a life that doesn't feel like a constant uphill battle. So put it down. Right here, right now. You have permission to stop carrying what was never yours to carry. You have permission to be light again. The world didn't fall apart before you picked up all that weight, and it won't fall apart when you finally let it go.